The alien king's voice echoed in my mind. Fail this task, and you doom us all. Cashin Vale stands tall before the towering figure of King Jirak, the Valari monarch whose presence fills the grand throne room of Orinthal. The chamber glows softly with an ethereal light, casting long shadows that dance across the intricate carvings and towering columns. The king's eyes, radiant with ancient power, fix on Cashin with a telepathic intensity, the words echoing inside his mind. Fail this task, and you doom us all. Cashin's face tightens with a mixture of dread and determination, the weight of the king's ultimatum settling over him like a heavy cloak. Around them, silent attendants watch, their expressions solemn, understanding the gravity of the moment. Visuals meld seamlessly as the camera sweeps across Orinthal's breathtaking landscapes. A panorama of bioluminescent forests glowing softly in twilight, their vibrant hues gradually dimming into shadows of desolation. Once thriving cities, now silent and overgrown, stand as haunting reminders of the cosmic plague consuming the planet's life force. Valari citizens move quietly beneath towering crystalline structures, their skin shimmering faintly, but their energy visibly fading. Faces etched with both hope and sorrow reflect the fragile thread on which their survival balances. As the heavy chamber doors close with a resonant thud behind him, Cashin's heartbeat quickens. Stepping into the shadowed corridors, he casts a glance back at the throne room, now bathed in a fading glow. Beyond the vast windows, stars twinkle against the dark expanse of space, a silent testament to the vast and perilous journey ahead. Every step forward is laden with the burden of countless lives. His mission no longer a diplomatic endeavor, but a desperate race against cosmic extinction. The camera glides over Orinthal's breathtaking landscapes. Once radiant bioluminescent forests now wither under a creeping shadow. Glowing towers that once pierced the sky flicker weakly, their light wavering like a candle struggling against the wind. The cosmic plague gnaws unseen, a silent biotic rot infiltrating every living vein of the planet. Even the Valari, ethereal beings of crystalline grace, exhibit signs of fading vitality, their skin losing its shimmer, their movements slowing with a palpable weariness. Close-ups capture the anxious faces of Valari citizens, their crystal-like skin dulling as hope dims. The atmosphere is heavy with a looming despair, yet pockets of flickering light hint at the tenacity of life fighting to endure in the face of impending doom. Inside the grand royal court, tension simmers beneath intricate carvings and vaulted ceilings. Noble factions exchange heated words, some urging surrender to the inevitable decay, while others clamor for desperate measures, their eyes fixed on the elusive, eclipsed crystal. The once commanding King Jirak, his skin pale and crystalline shimmer dulled, sits weakened on his ornate throne, gripping its arms as if to anchor himself amidst the storm. Whispers snake through the council chambers. Plots and counterplots shatter fragile unity, casting shadows over any chance for salvation. Close-ups reveal secretive glances and hushed conspiracies, the court splintered by fear and ambition. The discord within the halls mirrors the dying pulse of Orinthal itself, threatening to crumble both kingdom and hope in equal measure. Beneath Orinthal's scarred surface lie relics of an age long forgotten, vast underground ruins etched with glowing, arcane runes. These ancient technologies, silent for centuries, guard the secrets to the eclipsed crystal's power. Massive mechanical sentinels, dormant but formidable, stir with an ominous creak, eyes lighting as intruders approach. Hidden traps snap to life, barriers crackle with energy, pressure plates triggering bursts of arcane sparks and piercing alarms. Scholars and explorers tread cautiously, aware that one false step could awaken death itself. The labyrinthine corridors echo with whispered warnings, shadows shifting in the flickering glow. These ancient mysteries promise salvation, but demand sacrifice, testing the bravery and resolve of those willing to unlock the planet's buried power. Cashin moves with cautious determination through the juxtaposition of vibrant life and creeping decay. His footsteps crunch on the forest floor scattered with withered leaves glowing faintly, weaving through towering trees bathed in bioluminescent hues that flicker unevenly. Ruins loom ahead, fractured by time and plague, their silent secrets tempting yet foreboding. His sharp eyes scan the shadows, aware that danger lurks not just in the environment, but among unseen watchers. Distant shapes move fluidly, blending with the ambient light, a reminder that allies may hide betrayal. Each step is heavy with the knowledge that failure means the end of two worlds. Cashin's jaw tightens as resolve hardens, ready to face whatever waits beyond the next veil of darkness. Cashin carefully selects his team, seasoned Valari scholars skilled in ancient lore, paired with human scientists versed in biology and advanced technology. Each member bears a heavy skepticism. The Valari question Cashin's loyalty to their kind, while the humans harbor deep mistrust of the alien mysteries surrounding them. Despite this, the urgency of the mission weaves a fragile thread of hope binding them together. Tensions simmer beneath exchanged glances, but the shared burden of a dying planet begins to erode suspicion. The team packs essential supplies, adjusting to unfamiliar alien gear with hesitant hands. Under the canopy of glowing bioluminescent forests, the group assembles, the ambient light casting ethereal hues over determined faces. This unlikely fellowship, forged from doubt and necessity, steps forward into the unknown, each member wrestling with their fears as they prepare for the perilous journey ahead. Along winding paths lit by the soft glow of alien flora, the Valari historian breaks the silence with a jest. If you survive this, Cashin, you'll be more Valari than human. A wry grin spreads across Cashin's face as he replies, "Then I'll wear that like armor." The humor, light and unexpected, dissolves the edge of tension that has clung to the group. Around a flickering campfire, laughter mingles with the hum of nocturnal creatures, and walls begin to lower. The team exchanges stories and shared fears beneath the alien sky, forging bonds that transcend species. Cashin's relaxed smile contrasts with the weight of their mission, revealing cracks in their wary armor as hope begins to take root amid the uncertainty of their journey. The expedition moves through otherworldly terrain, forests dripping with glowing sap that illuminates twisted branches, and crystalline caverns that resonate with haunting ancient melodies. Every step demands endurance and courage. Nature's beauty here belies the lurking dangers. As they trek deeper, the team shares their histories, vulnerabilities, and dreams, allowing trust to blossom amid adversity. Cashin studies Valari gestures and empathic communication, his efforts bridging the chasm between species. Moments of silent understanding pass like gentle waves, a shared glance, a subtle touch. The alien landscape itself seems to watch, both wondrous and foreboding. This pilgrimage is more than survival. It's a journey toward unity, with Cashin embodying the fragile hope that two worlds can find harmony amidst despair. When corrupted creatures, warped by the plague's dark influence, surge from the shadows, Cashin makes a daring choice. He reaches for mercy instead of the weapon. Using a biotech device that emits calming pulses, he pacifies the beasts rather than destroying them. The glowing light bathes the snarling creatures, slowing their aggression, allowing the team to pass unscathed. This act of compassion, so deeply human, stuns the Valari scholars. Their reverent gazes shift from doubt to respect. Yet, the delay caused by this mercy intensifies tension. The plague's deadline looms ever closer, and some human specialists question the wisdom of softening their stance in such peril. The team grapples with survival instincts clashing against empathy, the urgency mounting with every moment. Cashin stands firm, believing that compassion is strength, even when the path forward is shrouded in risk. Fractures emerge when human specialists question the Valari's patient ways and empathy-driven approaches. A heated debate unfolds around campfires, voices rising in frustration, fears of wasting time in the face of extinction. Cashin steps forward, calm and resolute, addressing both sides. Both our worlds depend on understanding each other's strengths. His words, sincere and measured, begin to dissolve mistrust. He reminds them that survival hinges not just on power or speed, but on harmony between their cultures. Slowly, nods replace scowls. Shared glances signal a tentative alliance. The team's focus shifts from division to cooperation, the seeds of unity planted in the fertile soil of mutual respect. Cashin's role as mediator becomes clear, his vision guiding a coalition that transcends species, united in purpose and hope. Beneath twin moons shimmering softly over the alien horizon, Cashin pauses to remember King Jarok's telepathic blessing, a resonant voice echoing in his mind. You carry our hope. The words settle deep within him, a sacred charge that steels his resolve. Moonlight bathes the team's camp, casting long shadows and illuminating Cashin's contemplative expression as he gazes upward. The immense burden of carrying the fate of two worlds presses on his shoulders, yet his spirit does not waver. Around him, the team rests, their quiet breathing blending with the gentle rustle of alien leaves. This moment of stillness contrasts with the chaos looming ahead, a fragile calm before the storm. Cashin's determination crystallizes, a beacon of unity and strength in a fractured galaxy, ready to face the perilous path and fulfill the hope entrusted to him. In a dim chamber lit by the soft glow of ancient holographic scrolls, Cashin traces the intricate symbols of Valari scriptures. The prophecy speaks of a human heart destined to wield the eclipsed crystal's immense power, a bridge between alien and human worlds tasked with balancing cosmic forces. His eyes widen as the legend unfolds, revealing the weight of this sacred duty. Nearby, solemn Valari elders observe silently, their crystalline skin shimmering under the flickering light, their expressions a mixture of hope and reverence. The ancient glyphs pulse softly, echoing the deep connection between past and present, binding Cashin to a legacy far greater than himself. This revelation ignites a spark of purpose within him. He is not merely an envoy, but the living embodiment of an age-old destiny that will determine the fate of both species. The eclipsed crystal rests atop a pedestal, radiating a powerful, pulsating light that seems to breathe with life itself. Cashin studies it, understanding that its gift is double-edged. This artifact does not simply heal. It can rewrite the very life force of entire species, restoring vitality or causing catastrophic decay. Visions flood his mind, planets thriving under its light, others decaying into voids of shadow. The cosmic balance is fragile, and misuse of the crystal's power risks universal collapse. Cashin's silhouette darkens against the vibrant glow as he contemplates this vast responsibility. Every pulse of the crystal echoes in his thoughts, reminding him that the mission transcends mere survival. It is a gamble with the fabric of existence. The room seems to hum with potential energy, a silent warning that great power demands wisdom, precision, and courage. Suddenly, Cashin is engulfed by vivid visions, ethereal scenes of ancient Valari kings adorned with gleaming crowns, wielding powers linked to the crystal's energy. He witnesses cataclysmic battles where those kings and their warriors sacrificed everything to maintain cosmic balance. Celestial alignments glow overhead as psychic forces clash in shimmering bursts of light. These memories, transmitted psychically through the crystal, flood his consciousness, connecting him to a lineage of guardians whose struggles have been hidden from recorded history. Cashin's face twists with awe and resolve as he absorbs the weight of their sacrifices. Each image weaves a story of duty, loss, and hope, reinforcing the gravity of his task. The past and present converge, preparing him to shoulder the mantle of protector. Echoing through the chamber, King Jarok's voice resonates, clear and commanding. Fail, and the plague will consume even the stars. The holographic projection of the king's regal form dominates the room, his glowing eyes piercing through the shadows. Cashin grips the crystal's chamber tightly, the cold energy flowing beneath his fingers grounding him. The stakes are no longer confined to Orinthal or its people. Failure would unravel the cosmic fabric itself. The solemn warning sharpens his focus, igniting a fierce determination to act swiftly and wisely. Around him, the silent watchers hold their breath, the chamber heavy with the weight of impending destiny. Cashin breathes deeply, steeling himself to be the catalyst of salvation or destruction. Cashin inhales deeply, the burden of dual heritage settling within him. "I'm the bridge between worlds, their last chance," he whispers, the weight of those words anchoring his resolve. Standing between banners bearing human and Valari sigils, the light from the crystal bathes his determined face, symbolizing unity and hope. This moment marks his transformation from envoy to guardian, embodying the fragile harmony between two species teetering on the edge of extinction. Around him, the team watches silently, sensing the profound shift. The path ahead is fraught with peril, yet Cashin embraces it with unwavering courage. His acceptance of this role becomes a beacon, not just of survival, but of the promise that disparate worlds can unite for a common fate. The glow of the crystal intensifies, reflecting the fire now burning within him. The cosmic plague accelerates, darkening Orinthal's skies as the twin moons inch toward a lunar eclipse. Digital countdown timers flash urgently across holographic consoles. The time remaining before the crystal's power must be fully restored or risk permanent collapse. Tense glances pass between Cashin and his team, the pressure mounting with every heartbeat. The chamber buzzes with energy, the convergence of celestial forces drawing near. Outside, the natural world seems to hold its breath. The forests dim, the air thickens, and the vaunted bioenergy flickers unpredictably. Every second brings them closer to a point of no return, where failure means extinction not just for the Valari, but for all allied worlds tethered to this fragile balance. Cashin's eyes narrow, focused entirely on the ticking clock, knowing the weight of destiny lies in these fleeting moments. Working tirelessly, Cashin merges ancient Valari hymns with complex human algorithms, deciphering the intricate activation code for the crystal. The code pulses as a harmonious blend of ethereal melodies and digital sequences, each note and bit essential to unlocking the crystal's full power. His fingers fly over holographic consoles, manipulating waveforms that intertwine song and data in a delicate dance. The chamber fills with soft tones, resonating with the crystal's glow as the code comes alive. Sweat beads on Cashin's brow as he aligns the sequences perfectly, bridging two vastly different cultures in this act of unity. Around him, the team watches in silent awe, their faith rekindled with each successful step. The fusion of ancient song and modern science symbolizes the hope that technology and tradition can coexist, forging a path forward in their darkest hour. The mission receives its official designation, Starbridge, a symbol of the union between human ingenuity and Valari legacy. The emblem, a radiant bridge arcing between two stars, is projected over assembled allies, igniting a surge of pride and determination. Faces lifted toward the emblem reveal renewed strength and shared purpose. The name reverberates through communication channels, becoming a rallying cry that transcends cultural divides. Leaders and warriors alike embrace the vision of a bond that can overcome extinction and herald a new dawn. Cashin dons armor marked with the Starbridge insignia, feeling the weight of responsibility and the warmth of collective hope. This codename crystallizes their shared mission, a beacon illuminating the path between worlds, shining bright against the encroaching darkness. In a solemn ritual beneath the vastness of Orinthal's twilight sky, Cassian places his hand reverently over the crystal's chamber. His voice, steady and resolute, carries a vow that transcends words. I will not fail you. The crystal's glow pulses warmly beneath his palm, as if accepting his pledge. Around him, the gathered Valari elders and human leaders bow in silent agreement, their faces etched with hope and solemnity. This moment binds Cassian spiritually and politically to the mission's success, sealing a pact that intertwines his fate with that of two worlds. The atmosphere is thick with quiet determination and reverence, underscoring the gravity of what lies ahead. Cassian's steady gaze meets the eyes of his comrades, who draw strength from this shared commitment, ready to face the trials that await. Energy surges from the crystal, its radiant light weaving Valari bioluminescence with human resilience in a dazzling display of unity. The chamber pulses with power as ancient magic and modern spirit intertwine. Valari warriors clad in shimmering armor and human allies, resolute and battle-ready, lock arms beneath the twin moons. The alliance forged here is fragile but fierce, a testament to hope born of desperation. The air thrums with anticipation as the crystal's energy spreads beyond the chamber, revitalizing Orinthal's dying lands and strengthening the coalition's resolve. Cassian stands at the forefront, embodying the spirit of two worlds united against extinction. The team's faces glow with renewed strength, ready to confront the darkness looming on the horizon with unwavering courage. As the eclipse's shadow blankets Orinthal, Cassian stands poised before the crystal's radiant glow, his silhouette sharp against the darkened sky. The weight of two worlds rests upon him, but his resolve is unshakable. Around him, allies prepare for the ultimate challenge, a fight for survival, unity, and the future of all life tethered to this fragile balance. The silence is profound, broken only by the faint hum of energy and the distant whisper of the cosmic winds. Cassian's eyes burn with fierce determination as he steels himself to wield the crystal's true power. The fate of humanity and the Valari is one, their destinies intertwined like the celestial bodies overhead. The mission's Starbridge is no longer just a quest. It is the culmination of hope, sacrifice, and the unbreakable bond between two peoples. News of Orinthal's dire plight ripples through interstellar channels, stirring a wave of solidarity among distant civilizations. Holomaps glow in command centers across galaxies, displaying incoming fleets en route to aid the Valari. A procession of sleek ships bearing scholars, medical teams, and vital supplies. Diverse alien ambassadors, clad in distinctive cultural garb, coordinate efforts with urgent gestures and solemn expressions. On various planets, citizens gather around communication terminals, faces illuminated by broadcast images of the fading Valari world. Concern and hope mingle in their eyes as the message of survival spreads beyond borders and species, forging a fragile but powerful alliance. The cosmic crisis, once distant, now commands universal attention, binding disparate peoples in a common cause to prevent Orinthal's extinction and protect the balance of life itself. In the shadowed corners of space, clandestine factions maneuver with sinister intent. Cloaked ships slip unseen into Orinthal's orbit, their dark hulls blending with the void. Agents equipped with advanced stealth technology breach planetary defenses, infiltrating communications and security networks. Within dimly lit control rooms, flickering screens display cryptic code as hackers attempt to override safeguards protecting the eclipsed crystal. Suspicious figures slip through perimeter checkpoints, their faces obscured, eyes glinting with malice. These shadow operatives plot sabotage, theft, and deception, seeking to wrest control of the crystal's unimaginable power for their own dark agendas. The fragile alliance trembles under the weight of unseen threats, forcing vigilance in every corridor and watchtower. As these hidden enemies stir unrest and chaos, the stakes escalate. Failure to detect and thwart them could unravel the hopes of countless worlds united in defense. Amid the growing storm, Cashin's voice pierces through encrypted comm channels, reaching the farthest corners of Allied space. "We stand at the crossroads of survival. Hold fast," he declares with unwavering conviction. His holographic image flickers to life before diverse audiences, soldiers, scholars, and leaders from multiple species, all eyes fixed on his determined expression. Across planets and starships, faces harden with resolve, fingers tighten on weapons, and shields power up in synchrony. His words kindle a fierce unity, igniting courage in hearts wavering under fear and uncertainty. The rally becomes a beacon, binding fragmented factions into a single force, focused on a singular purpose: to protect Orinthal and safeguard the cosmic balance. As Cashin's message spreads like wildfire, the Alliance coalesces, ready to face the impending reckoning together, stronger and more determined than ever before. King Jarrok's elite Valari guards move swiftly, their bioluminescent armor shimmering like living light as they deploy across sacred sites. Around the crystal sanctuaries, towering statues carved from ancient crystal pulse with arcane energy, standing vigil against all who dare approach. The guards form protective perimeters, weaving translucent shields that ripple with ethereal power, deflecting energy blasts and blocking intrusions. Quick skirmishes erupt as infiltrators attempt sabotage. Valari warriors respond with precision and grace, their movements fluid and purposeful. Sacred temples resonate with chants that bolster defenses, amplifying the planetary energy and buying precious time. The Guardians' fierce dedication underscores the spiritual significance of their charge, a living wall between the planet's hope and the encroaching darkness. Their valor becomes a rallying symbol, inspiring the wider alliance and reminding all that Orinthal's survival depends on both strength and sacred duty. Above Orinthal, the twin moons advance inexorably toward a total lunar eclipse, casting a slow, creeping shadow over the planet. Within command centers, digital timers flash urgent red numbers, each second slipping away like grains of cosmic sand. The air grows tense as leaders and scientists exchange anxious glances, the pressure mounting with each heartbeat. Technicians calibrate defense arrays and realign energy grids in a frantic race against time. Outside, forests dim and rivers slow, responding to the eclipse's celestial pull. The natural world seems to pause, holding its breath for the decisive moment. Every preparation counts. Failure to restore the crystal's power before the eclipse will doom the planet and all connected life. The sense of impending climax tightens like a vice around the Alliance, forging determination, but also fear. Cashin's eyes remain fixed on the horizon, the eclipse's shadow creeping closer, an ominous herald of what's to come. From the farthest reaches of space to the heart of Orinthal, humans, Valari, and allied species rally beneath a banner of shared survival. Massive platforms teem with soldiers, diplomats, and support crews, their banners and symbols intertwined, a tapestry of unity forged in crisis. Diverse fleets line up in formation, vessels of varying designs glowing under alien suns and distant stars. Flags bearing human insignias flutter alongside shimmering Valari emblems, the Starbridge symbol shining bright as a beacon of hope. In the center, Cashin and King Jarrok stand side by side, their determination evident as they oversee preparations. A solemn energy fills the air. This is more than a battle. It is a testament to cooperation and resilience. The Alliance, though fragile, pulses with newfound strength, ready to face the coming storm with hearts united and spirits unbreakable. The echoes of battle fade into a heavy silence aboard the Endeavor. Cashin stands alone in the dim command chamber, framed by towering windows revealing a tapestry of distant stars. The weight of countless lives rests heavily on his shoulders, each decision carrying the fate of two worlds intertwined. Around him, crew members tend silently to wounds and equipment, their faces etched with exhaustion and resolve. The soft hum of the ship's systems is the only sound, a steady reminder of the fragile heartbeat keeping hope alive. Memories flicker in Cashin's mind. Fallen comrades, desperate moments, and the fragile trust of allies, fueling a solemn awareness that the path ahead demands unwavering strength and courage. In the grand throne chamber of Orinthal, King Jarrak sits pale and frail, his once majestic form diminished by the relentless plague. Despite his waning strength, his luminous eyes burn with enduring willpower. The chamber's ethereal glow bathes his regal figure as he lifts a trembling hand to impart his final command to Cashin, who kneels respectfully before him. The king's voice, telepathic and resolute, carries centuries of hope and desperation. This solemn transfer of duty weighs heavily on Cashin, a sacred trust passed from a fading monarch to a steadfast envoy destined to bear the legacy of two worlds. Taking a deep breath, Cashin steels himself against the crushing weight of his role. He knows mere survival is not enough. He must embody the hopes and dreams of both humans and Valari. Addressing his weary crew with quiet conviction, his voice resonates through the command deck. We are more than survivors. We are the architects of tomorrow. His hands grip the console firmly, determination flashing in his eyes as he promises to lead with courage and vision. Around him, faces reflect renewed strength, bolstered by the clarity of purpose that now guides their collective will. Beneath the surface of outward unity, shadows of fear and doubt creep through the alliance. In hushed corners and dim corridors, officers exchange wary glances, whispers fraught with suspicion and uncertainty. Old prejudices linger like ghosts, threatening to unravel fragile bonds forged in desperation. Cashin watches silently, recognizing that leadership demands not only courage against external foes, but the delicate mending of fractured trust. The tension hums in the air, a test not of arms, but of faith in a shared destiny. In a moment of solitude, Cashin approaches the sacred chamber housing the eclipsed crystal. Kneeling before its softly glowing core, he whispers a plea for guidance, seeking clarity amid the swirling chaos of war. The crystal pulses gently, its rhythmic light mirroring a heartbeat, offering silent reassurance. Bathed in the ethereal glow, Cashin's trembling hands rest reverently on the chamber's edge, as the ancient power breathes life into his resolve. This intimate communion rekindles his faith, renewing the strength he needs to face the final trials. Throughout the Endeavor and the Allied fleets, the Starbridge emblem ignites with steady, pulsating light, a beacon piercing the encroaching darkness. The symbol's glow ripples across ship hulls, projected on banners and communication displays, uniting disparate crews with a shared flame of hope. Eyes lift toward the emblem, reflecting newfound courage and a deepened sense of purpose. Cashin stands tall on the bridge, the emblem's radiant pulse mirrored in his determined gaze as he prepares to lead the Alliance toward its destined final charge. In the deep shadow of the eclipse, Cashin places his hands firmly on the radiant surface of the eclipsed crystal. A surge of shimmering light courses through his veins, weaving his human courage seamlessly with the ancient Valari wisdom encoded within the gem. The crystal pulses in harmony with his heartbeat, a living beacon of hope and renewal. Waves of energy ripple outward, casting shimmering luminescence across Orinthal's withering forests and crumbling cities. Trees begin to sway gently under the crystal's touch, and distant waters shimmer with restored clarity. Cashin's face glows with determination, the weight of two worlds resting on his steady gaze. In this moment, transformation blooms, a fragile balance between past and future, human and alien, restored by one resolute soul. As the crystal's glow intensifies, allies from across the stars gather beneath the eerie twilight of the celestial eclipse. Valari warriors, adorned in gleaming, luminous armor that pulses softly with biotic energy, stand shoulder to shoulder with human explorers clad in rugged yet advanced gear. Their faces, once etched with doubt and fear, now shine with unyielding resolve and hope. The eclipse bathes them in surreal light, binding their spirits in a sacred unity. Whispered prayers and quiet murmurs ripple through the ranks, mingling with the deep hum emanating from the crystal. Weapons shimmer with reflected light, and eyes gleam with shared purpose, as the alliance forms an unbreakable line against encroaching darkness. The creeping rod of the plague recoils beneath the crystal's radiant illumination. Blackened forests breathe anew as vibrant green shoots push through charred earth. Once murky water springs clear and pure again. Cautious creatures tentatively return to healed habitats, their cautious steps echoing hope. The biotic corruption ebbs like a tide retreating before the relentless dawn, unveiling a world reborn. Villages flicker to life with lanterns and laughter, gardens blooming as the first flowers of spring. Cashin watches from a hilltop, heart swelling with emotion as the very planet seems to inhale life once more. The crystal's power, born of unity and resilience, radiates beyond mere survival, offering a promise of flourishing and renewal. Perched atop a verdant hill overlooking the revitalized lands, Cashin raises his voice, carrying the weight of hardship and hope alike. "We are stronger together, bound by fate and hope," he proclaims, his words resonating deeply with the gathered allies. In his hand, the Valari King's crystal pendant catches the fading light, a symbol of intertwined destinies and shared futures. Around him, humans and Valari clasp hands, forging a bond beyond bloodlines or species distinctions, a chosen family united in purpose. As dawn breaks over the horizon, their spirits ignite with renewed courage, ready to face whatever challenges await in this new era. The path ahead remains uncertain and fraught with challenge, but the light born from two worlds burns brighter than ever before. Cashin and the Valari stand as steadfast guardians of this new era, their legacy etched in sacrifice, cooperation, and unbreakable unity. Though the eclipse passes, its light endures, etched in the memories of all who fought and in the spirit of a united future. Under the vast starry sky, where constellations echo the crystal's emblem, Cashin and Valari warriors stand silhouetted against the breaking dawn, ready to carry forward a legacy that no darkness or plague can undo. As the eclipse reaches its zenith, dark fleets and shadowy factions emerge from the swirling nebulae, converging ominously on Orinthal's heart. Warships, cloaked in sinister energy, cut through space with lethal intent, accompanied by corrupted beasts unleashed upon the planet's surface. Alarms echo through the Allied outposts, red lights flashing warnings of impending doom. Cashin stands firm on the command bridge, eyes sharp and resolute, issuing rapid-fire orders as tension thickens the air. The ultimate test of unity and strength has arrived. Will the Alliance hold firm or shatter beneath the storm of darkness, seeking to extinguish their light? Harnessing the radiant power of the eclipsed crystal, Cashin commands the defense with unparalleled vigor. The crystal's luminous energy courses through him, amplifying his strikes and shielding allied forces from relentless assault. Coordinating Valari warriors wielding glowing biotic weapons alongside disciplined human fleets, he orchestrates a symphony of light and strategy across the battlefield. His voice, clear and commanding over the comm network, rallies all. Hold fast. Our light outshines their shadows. Amid explosions and energy clashes, Cashin's leadership becomes a beacon of hope, inspiring every fighter to stand unyielding against the encroaching dark. At the eclipse's peak, Cashin stands resolute within the crystal's chamber, channeling the fused might of human courage and Valari wisdom. His voice rings out, fierce and unwavering. For both our worlds I stand. A brilliant surge of radiant light bursts forth, cascading over the war-torn landscapes and star-strewn skies. Waves of healing and power wash across battlefields as dark forces stagger, their shadows dissolving under the overwhelming glow. Though heroes fall amidst the chaos, their sacrifice fuels the light's relentless advance. This defining moment marks the turning point, the fragile unity of two peoples triumphing over despair and shadow. The crystal's revitalizing energy flows beyond Orinthal, reaching allied planets ravaged by the plague. Once barren lands pulse with new life as forests bloom, waters clear, and creatures emerge cautiously from hiding. Populations across world awaken, finding renewed strength and hope. Cashin's voice carries over interstellar broadcasts, a call for solidarity and restoration that echoes in hearts everywhere. The Starbridge emblem, once a symbol, now embodies a living force, binding disparate species in shared resilience and purpose. As shadows recede, peace dawns like the first gentle light after a long night. Enemy commanders surrender, scattering into the void, their sinister plans thwarted by steadfast unity. Orinthal's skies blaze anew with vibrant colors. The plague lifted, the Valari's radiant glow restored. Both alien and human peoples begin rebuilding from the ashes of conflict, united in determination and hope. It is a fragile but profound moment, a promise that light and life will endure beyond darkness. Within Orinthal's grand crystal palace, Valari elders and human leaders gather to sign the Starbridge Pact. This solemn covenant pledges eternal alliance, mutual respect, and guardianship of the galaxy's future. Cashin and King Jarok stand united, their hands joined over the glowing crystal, symbolizing the fusion of their people's destinies. This pact marks not just survival, but the birth of a new era, where ancient wisdom and human tenacity converge to safeguard all life against darkness. The Starbridge emblem, born from sacrifice and unity, now adorns monuments, armor, and ships throughout Allied systems. It stands as a lasting reminder that salvation required courage, trust, and sacrifice. Tales of the epic battle become legendary, inspiring future generations to uphold the light. The emblem shines brightly in the night sky, a beacon guiding and protecting all who dare to carry the torch of hope through the darkest times. With the plague vanquished and the threat quelled, Orinthal flourishes anew beneath blazing skies. Life thrives, a testament to resilience and unity. Cashin stands gazing toward the horizon, knowing their victory marks a beginning, not an end. The light of two worlds shines brighter than ever, etched into stars and souls alike. Together, they step forward, stronger, united, and ready to face whatever future awaits beyond the dawn. The once-dying world of Orinthal awakens in a symphony of rebirth. The bioluminescent forests gradually regain their enchanting glow, while crystalline towers pulse with renewed energy, their light banishing the last remnants of the plague's shadow. Valari and humans work side by side, clearing rubble, planting new gardens, and restoring the ancient technologies buried beneath the soil. The air hums with a fresh vitality. The planet itself seems to breathe once more, mirroring the hope blossoming in its inhabitants' hearts. Marketplaces bustle with activity as laughter and music fill the streets, signaling not only survival, but thriving community. Children from both species chase each other beneath glowing canopies, their joyful faces embodying the unity that has grown from shared hardship. This renewal transcends the physical. It is a profound healing of wounds carved by years of conflict and fear. Cashin takes an active role in guiding the youth of both worlds. In spacious learning halls filled with shifting holographic lessons and ancient Valari glyphs, he teaches not just survival, but unity, resilience, and the courage born from adversity. Valari and human students sit side by side, faces glowing softly with intertwining lights that symbolize their shared heritage and hope. Cashin's voice carries warmth and authority as he weaves stories of sacrifice and cooperation, instilling a deep respect for both species' strengths and differences. Through practical exercises and empathetic dialogues, he fosters a new generation ready to carry the Starbridge legacy forward. The classroom buzzes with energy. Hopeful hands reach for knowledge, eager to build a future where alliance is not fragile but unbreakable. Offered the formal leadership of the Starbridge Alliance, Cashin stands before a gathering of both human and Valari leaders, the weight of responsibility clear in his calm expression. Yet his smile is serene and confident. He embraces his role not as a ruler, but as a servant to two peoples intertwined by fate and purpose. "I serve both worlds forever," he declares, his voice steady and filled with conviction. This moment marks the dawn of a new era where leadership is shared and inclusive, grounded in principles of peace and progress. Around him, hands clasped tightly in unity, their fingers weaving a silent vow of cooperation and sacrifice. The Starbridge emblem pulses behind him, a radiant beacon illuminating the path ahead for all to follow. Atop Orinthal's highest crystal spire, Cashin stands hand in hand with a young Valari leader who now holds King Jarok's mantle, a beacon of hope and continuity. Together, they watch as twin suns crest the horizon, their warm light casting long shadows over glowing forests and crystalline cities below. This shared sunrise is more than a beautiful moment. It embodies the healing of a planet and the enduring flame of unity and courage between two worlds. Cashin's heart swells with the knowledge that the fierce battles have ended, but the journey toward lasting peace has just begun. Their intertwined fingers hold a silent promise to nurture this fragile dawn into a lasting legacy, guiding future generations toward harmony and strength. In a sunlit courtyard of Orinthal's restored capital, a curious child gently tugs at Cashin's sleeve, eyes wide with innocent wonder. "Did the alien king really say we'd all die if you failed?" the child asks, voice trembling with the heavy weight of legend. Around them, a gathering of mixed-species children and elders listens quietly, aware that their very lives are the living legacy of that desperate plea. Cashin kneels to meet the child's gaze, his voice steady yet filled with profound meaning. "He did. But it was never about one person. It was about what we did together." The words settle like a comforting light, echoing through the hearts of all who hear. The Valari elders stand nearby, their crystalline skin shimmering softly in the gentle light. They exchange solemn, proud nods, quiet acknowledgement of Cashin's pivotal role. "He became the Starbridge between us all," one elder murmurs, words echoed reverently by the others. This moment transcends survival. It is a celebration of unity forged through shared trials and sacrifice. Stories of courage and hope ripple through the assembly, passed down as sacred lore to future generations. The alliance that blossomed in crisis now shines as a radiant beacon across the galaxy, a reminder that even the greatest burdens can be overcome through solidarity and resolve. Above the gathering, the Starbridge emblem pulses with radiant light, suspended like a celestial beacon in the twilight sky. Its glow bathes the faces below, young and old alike, in a warm, unifying light, binding their hopes for a shared tomorrow. This symbol stands as a testament to alliance, resilience, and the power of unity. It marks the moment where desperation transformed into determination, and despair gave way to hope. Cashin rises, silhouetted against the emblem's brilliance, his gaze reaching toward the stars they fought to save. In this luminous glow, the weight of past struggles feels lighter, carried forward on the promise that every ending is but the beginning of a new journey.